Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for a U-Boat. And as you can see, we have found us a ship right at the beginning of this episode, so that's perfect. This time, we do, by the way, have our torpedo guy, where he can plug in the torpedo solution. Kind of figured that was a good idea. I don't know. What do you guys think? So, it's on this line here. It says it's about 39 degrees, so right now, we would expect it to be about 6,700 meters away. It's still pretty far away. I did slow us down to speed 1 just to try not close this gap too quickly. It's going about 7 knots based on what we last heard. So really we just got to kind of creep up on this bad boy and hope for the best here, I suppose. Where did it go? There it is. This is 6x. Yeah. So we're already kind of at the extent of what we're going to be able to do. So let's just get it a little bit closer before I worry too much about it. Probably when it gets... Yeah, I don't know, honestly. We'll just get it a little bit closer. Probably around that 30 degree mark. Alright, it's at 28 degrees now. It's definitely getting closer. It's definitely British, right? It is British. So, it is Tower, I believe, is what I thought I locked that in. But there we go. We're going to call that a Tower. We do, like I said, know that the velocity is at 7 knots based on what we last saw. We're going to check the distance here. Again, it's at 26 degrees. 26. It's at about 3,400 meters, so still a little bit of time to wait. I do want to go ahead and get you on maintaining our torpedo here. Get that going quick. In fact, we can go ahead and give you a couple guys just to help you out. Get that done quicker. I mean, if it's at 26 degrees, we can also kind of sort of determine its bearing, or our bearing to it. 37.7 looks like that's what that says. So let me just lock on here. 37.7. Come on, work with me here. It's not cooperating. I want to call that close enough for now. We'll do another check here in a minute. And the distance was 3,300. We'll just plug that in for a moment. Hopefully this time we actually have our gyro set, unlike last time. We'll let this guy get maybe closer to the 20 degree mark. Or maybe we can maybe when we get within the 2,000 meters of kind of this intercept here. It's not a true intercept because I'm trying to be a little bit of a distance from it. But should be a good intercept. Should be a good decent angle here. We could even wait for it to get past this line and fire something that will come right at it this way. Get more of a 90 degree shot. Like if we wait for it to get right past our dead center, that actually might not be the worst angle in the world, because again, the torpedo will just curve and come right at it, almost at a exact 90 degree angle. Looks like the torpedo has been maintained. Let's put you back on depth keeping for now. So we'll just stay on our current course. We're fine. Let me let you get to maybe within about 15 degrees. I'll do another distance and measurement check. 15 degrees. So you are, in theory, right there. 23, oh, sorry. 2,300 meters. We are, compared to you, at 50 degrees. So 50 degrees. We're actually right on it. It's pretty close. And what did I say? 2,300. Interesting that this doesn't keep up, you know? Maybe just because I haven't actually told the guy yet. No, that never keeps up, right? The distance never kind of changes. I guess it's fine. I mean, we can always do another distance check as it gets closer. I mean, we could probably shoot it from here, to be honest. But I think it's actually okay to shoot it right as it passes the 0. Because again, the torpedo will get to almost an exact 90-degree shot. In theory. If everything else is fine and our gyro's not messed up. Actually, we can go ahead and plug in the 0 as it's passing the 0 now, right? Because we'll know the distance. We can check the distance from this, but then the angle will be... That's not perfect. Kind of more like that. 64.6 degrees. So 64.6 degrees when it passes the 0. And the distance will be probably about 1,800 meters.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung 1,800 Meter.
I'm going to get 4 more degrees. I think it might. Get pretty close to it. Yeah, it's going to get pretty close. In fact, actually, I can go ahead and... Yeah, what am I saying? I can plot ahead. And we'll know that it's right at 64.
Rohr 1 bewässern. Rohr 1 bewässert.
It still says the gyro angle is synchronizing. Alright, we're right on it.
Aktualisieren. Winkel 6, 5. Bug links.
Why is it gyro... Did I mess something? Is this going to mess up on me? What is... Okay. What am I missing? Let me just pause for a second. What am I missing? Why would the gyro angle still be calculating? Like, why would anything be wrong here? I'm so confused. I thought it was that torpedo guy being missing. There we go. Okay, I just need to give it time this time. It was the torpedo guy, I just had to give it time.
Los.
We go dead center. See what that does for us. Action cam. Oh, wrong one. Action cam. Let's go. It's decent distance, to be fair. I could have waited till I got a little closer. I could have sped up to make sure we got closer, but I don't know. It's kind of fun doing these. I mean, we're within 2,000, so that is the ideal distance. Now, if I got the speed right, the speed was the only thing I was kind of pretty sure I had right, but to be fair, I hadn't actually re-verified. I think okay, although it does look like it might skip in front of it. There's a chance it might. No, I think we're okay. I think it's going to get there in time. Should be almost a 90-degree angle. Actually, is it going to get there in time? The ship got there in time. Is the torpedo going to get there in time? We aimed for it straight on the dead middle of the stack. We might... Ah, we're actually going to be pretty spot on here. I've never watched it underneath before. Where is it? Where is it? Oh no, we're going to miss behind! Oh no! What in the world? What? Okay, so what did I get wrong? What did I get wrong? It was faster. I had it at 7 knots. But it wasn't that much faster. It was like 2 knots faster. I don't know what I had wrong on that one. Genuinely. Yeah, I don't actually know. Alright, whatever. It was close. Let's just surface. We'll flag this guy down just like the last one.
Schneller, schneller.
No harm, no foul. I thought we had that one for sure. I guess I mean, I can't plug in 7.5 knots as part of the problem, right? So if it's like half a knot quicker, then I have to just shoot ahead of it, is really what it comes down to. So shooting dead center stack was just, I guess, the problem. But I was pretty confident about the 7 knot speed, to be honest. Alright, so let's tell you we're going to sink you. Cruise lane the ship, perfect. And we'll stop. Oh well, I mean, this time at least we did get the synchronization, or the gyro set up properly. We missed it by 2 meters on the back end, so maybe just lead the ship a little bit more next time. But again, I thought the speed was perfect. I thought we actually had the speed locked on. So I didn't really have any reason to believe that we needed to lead it a bit. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and send our crew over. Which is... where are you? You? You. And then we'll send Rieger over, might as well. Alright, send you guys, while you guys are going over, let me just deal with the lifeboats real quick. And... cool. Alright, good stuff, and you guys should be there. Yeah, I mean, if he's coming right to left like that, I guess the safest thing is always to just lead it a little bit, because it's unlikely that I'm going to go in front of it. It's almost always going to be that it goes behind, so I should just lead in the future. That's fine. That's an easy adjustment to make. All right, we're up to 8,700 tons. One more good ship, and we're rocking right now. That's awesome. Let me, for the moment, let me get you. Where are you at? Torpedo guy. You. And let's get you. Just putting us in our another torpedo in here, and we'll fast forward until that gets done. And we'll stop all direct orders. Go back to normal lighting. I don't know why I was on blue lighting. I think it was because I was underwater for a while and I just didn't want our guys to breathe too deeply. Alright, all that's good. I'll find us another ship now, guys. That was a good one. Again, missed the ship a little bit. I just need to lead the ships when they're coming from that direction in the future, and that's an easy, like I said, adjustment. But I was pretty confident we had it locked in, to be perfectly honest. No worries. I still enjoy shooting the torpedoes. It still feels good. All right, let's go speed 2, and I will bring you guys back when we find something. All right, we're back. We found us another ship. It's another tower. Yeah, so we're gonna obviously recognize this. It's actually a similar angle, but not quite exact. There's a little bit more already, just 90 degrees from the get-go, but it is coming right to left. So we will try to lead this one a little bit further to the front of it, and hope that actually just gives us a better firing solution overall. I'm actually going to go back to speed 2 just to get us a little bit closer here. And then once we get within maybe 3,500 meters, depending on where it's at. Actually, we might need to speed up even more than that. We're actually going to be taking a shot right as it gets close to us. Let me see. Do I need to... I need to speed up more, don't I? Should have sped up before that. Okay, that's fine. We'll make it work. So 21 degrees. So if it's 21 degrees and it is over here, so it is currently at 3,600. It's going about 6 knots based on what I plugged in earlier, but watch me be wrong. We're going to go and type in 6 knots, and we're going to say it was, what was it? 3,600 meters. So plug that in. And then we are, I mean, it's kind of passing it now, but we are 74.6 degrees to its left. It's pretty close. I mean, it's not exact, but something like that. I mean, I know maybe I should be more precise than that, but it's pretty close to exactly where it is as we're bobbing and weaving here. We'll go ahead and plug in some of these information.
Geschwindigkeit 6. Knoten. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 3, 6, 0, 0 Meter. Aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 7, 7, links.
Alright, so we got everything just at least plugged in initially. Probably going to do another shot as it's passing the 0. Hope that we're close enough. It might, well, we might have to do it around 10 degrees. It's going to be a little bit of a longer shot, which is not ideal. Let me go ahead and just go a little bit faster here. Try to close this gap a little bit quicker. Yeah, we probably want to shoot when it's about 10 degrees. See if we can close this gap here. I mean, I guess I'd give you some helpers.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Zu Befehl, Herr Kommandant.
Really close this gap as much as we can. Let me drop this down a little bit. It's a bit choppy. I mean, it's kind of always choppy these days, it feels like. So it's kind of one of those things. It's going to be a bit longer of a shot than I'd probably prefer. But what I could do, I mean, I could make the torpedo go faster. But I don't know that that's how necessary that is. All right, we are passing the 10 degree mark right now. So let's try this. Let's, 10 degrees is there. 3,000 meters is not ideal, but and while you're doing that, we'll come back in here, check the angle again. It is 82 points, so basically 83 degrees. Right on. I mean, I think we're flooding the tubes. I mean, does it take into account if I speed this thing up?
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 6. Knoten.
Maybe it's a mistake to speed it up. I don't know. I've never tried it. I do want to lead it a little bit. So that's kind of the idea. We'll kind of maybe for this front mast here. Let me pop up a little bit more just so I can get make sure I get a unobstructed view as we're shooting this. Probably as it crosses the 5. It's going to have to chase it a little bit, but I think that'll be okay. I mean, we are going to be, I mean, according to this, about 2,700 meters, so we might plug that in. Probably better to go a little bit long. Actually, honestly, we'll leave it at 3,000. Better long than short. If we can get this gap closed a bit quicker, I'd be happy. Get within 2,000 as it's crossing the 5-ish. Maybe speeding it up is bad. I don't know. Like I said, I've never really tried it. It'd be worth trying it just to see what it does this time. All right, I'm actually going to slow us down a little bit here. We're going to go back in here. We're going to call this, what was it? We're at 2,600 meters, so let's call it 2,700. And we will call this, we'll announce that. It's possible I have them to 6 knots wrong. If that's the case, then life goes on. Alright, come on. Go shoot right there. We're going to lead a little bit. If it's going way faster, then it'll still be behind. I don't know. Like I said, the 6 knots is what I had gathered earlier, and I had no reason to believe that it would have changed its speed yet. So I'll find out. It's still might behind it. Maybe it bumped up to 7 knots. Yeah, it's gonna go behind it again. Ooh. I'm just failing on the, well, I think it's gonna go behind it. Pretty sure it's gonna go behind it. It's hard to tell. I mean, our torpedo is going faster. So I do have to account for that. You know what? Maybe this is actually gonna hit this. I wanted to see it. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be very close. There it is. Oh, I was hoping I'd see the ship underwater. That actually hit dead center. Everything was fine then. Like, honestly, it might have been a fraction faster than 6 knot, but not by much. And I think going with the faster torpedo was better because it kept it at a 90-degree angle here. I'm very happy with that shot. Very, very happy with that shot. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Very. Oh, it's breaking apart and everything. I'm ecstatic that we got that. Yes. Retribution. It's good stuff. I don't think we care about the wreckage. I mean, I could go get us another whatever, but I'm not that worried about it. At this point, I'd rather just return home with a victory. Call that a really incredibly good run there. I'm very happy with that. How much tonnage was that total? Was that about 12,000? I mean, we're still a long way away from the 100,000 here, but still, it's very cool. 4,400 tons on that one. Over 4,300 tons on that one, a little bit lighter. 5,600. Oh, that was nice. So we had 14,000 total tonnage. Very, very cool. That was fun. I'm glad we at least got a torpedo shot that actually was successful. I'm also glad we figured out the old gyroscope. I just didn't understand. I've never seen it before because I've never not had my guy in the place. So I'm like, why is it telling me gyroscope's wrong? That doesn't make any sense. Very cool though. That was a fun one. Looks like we got a level up here. This is our torpedo guy. So anything else that would help him with torpedoes would be fine. Could also just give him another. And he has to be present where he's assigned to the command station. So if we put him on the command station, he would do a little bit more damage. Let's just do that. Let's give him that as well. And just gives us another ship engineer too. That way either of our engineer guys can go over. Oh, and our captain actually has a promotion. Creating more sailors is kind of cool. Actually, navigator. Let's do that. We're doing a lot of navigation stuff with him, of course. And let's go get rid of these guys. And we are short a man. I think we had one getting court-martialed. So let's just grab you back. Hospitalized 7 days. Hospitalized tuberculosis. He may never come back. I don't see the arrest. Oh, there it is. Arrested 31 days. Not a big deal. Cool. I'm happy with that. How are we looking on overall fatigue? Honestly, I think we're fine. Let's check our food prep. Give you a little bit more here. Give you some more here. Did run out of potatoes. That's all right. I like to be precise. I'll move one back. And then we'll get us some fish here, I guess. Canned fish and regular fish. Sure, sounds yummy. We'll go with that. Then we'll grab our merchant guy. We do have new torpedoes, by the way. So we'll see if there's any actually in here. All this looks good. Food. And then we'll fill you back up, I suppose. We'll fill you up. You're good. Guess we'll just let the veggies run out at this point and grab something else later. Fuel, make sure we max that out. Items, we don't care. And then torpedoes. We should have these new, is it the PI2s? No, PI3s. Even better. Let's get rid of those. Let's go out with these new bad boys here. Very reliable pistol. This thing can go... There's 3 speed sets on these. I mean, these are cheaper than this one for some reason. But I assume... Okay, this one's electric and this one's... T3 torpedo zone has increased range over its T2 predecessor. It uses a new PI2 pistol design. This is just a TI. Okay, I get it. These are... There's no T3s with the 3rd pistol, is there? So which one do we... I mean, we might just take these. These T3s. I think they're both going to be decent. I mean, these are steam powered, these are electric. Let's try out the electric. They're going to have better range in theory, right? Unless I'm just misunderstanding. Your range is 5 kilometers. What is your range? 12 kilometers on the steam at a slower speed. Oh, you only have 1 speed. Maybe I would have rather just had this. You know what? I don't know. Electric steam. We've been running steam this whole time. Let's try out the electric ones. Sounds fun. Well, no. I changed my mind. I actually like the idea of having options here. Well, let me check. I'm actually curious. What torpedo did U-boats use? It's G70. So yeah, this is the torpedo that they use the most. Okay. I will use the one that was historically more often used. I think that sounds fun. I could definitely see the value of the steam torpedo, but let's run the electric and have some fun with it. All right, all that's good. Goodbye. We still need to get the thing where we can go out and get our next U-boat. I'm really excited to get to the Type 7s. But I've had fun with this boat. This boat's been great. It's taken a little bit of a beating along the way, but otherwise been fine. I think we're still fine on discipline overall. Do you not have varied food dishes right now? I think it's just not updating while we're in port. So I think we're okay on the discipline. So I think we can actually go out for another... Let's go ahead and accept it, but I don't think we'll actually leave yet. I guess we'll put in a crew specialization. We haven't really put any in. Probably discipline. I like the idea of focusing on discipline stuff. See where that gets us. All right, what kind of missions do we got? We only need one more mining mission. We can actually join a different flotilla. Kiel is where? Oh, back there. Okay. We could also land the agent, which does give us another engineer. We've already got 2 engineers in our headquarters. I don't really want to do the... I mean, if we do enough tonnage, we'll eventually get this, but we might just join this. Just do something a little bit different. Well, is there a reason we want to do that? Just landing the agent in Iceland's kind of crazy. Maybe we just do this. I don't know. You know, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it. We'll do it. We'll figure out what we're going to do in the next episode, and we'll go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.